And now it's time for you to have a special viewing of California Fun 2025. Enjoy, friends.
Vision of Hawaii again.
I'm going to sing a song of peace.
And I'm going to sing the song of joy.
And I'm going to get a divorce right away.
That's not singing. That's scanning. You need words.
And then you say, love you too. Love you too.
You little
I'm
boo.
so moved by your words. I could just.
And I have a pit.
Speechless.
Oh my God. Nobody say anything.
And
They're
I'll
trying to
get
drink.
you all a safety kit.
Thank you. Here's 7.
That sounded like a squeaky door.
Yeah, that's one that you're not quite sure.
Oh my
Or you're
God.
trying to hold it in while you're taking
Yeah.
a bath. Okay, do we want?
Remember when Tim did that in the kitchen and he got that look on his face? He went, "Oh, I've been deceived." Tim, Aaron's ex-husband. He was so funny.
And then we have a commercial that this is the most challenging mahjong game.
The brain shark. And there's a little kiosk,
Jesus.
encyclopedias. And I'm like, oh, encyclopedias. So I went over and I signed up. So we're home one day, we're both home. And all of a sudden, I hear this knock on the door, and I open it up, and there's this beautiful black man in a 3-piece suit. And he says, "Hi, I'm here to talk about encyclopedias." I'm like, "Oh, come on in." So we have her apartment had this giant couch, and behind the couch, against the wall, were those lawyer bookshelves. Like you pull up the top and slide them in.
Oh, sure.
So we had like 2 or 3 sets of them back there.
I hate this.
So I was
He's giving us some commentary over here.
No, we just had bookshelves. So I was sitting on the couch and I was talking to him, and we were he was so articulate, just this beautiful man. Like,
You were falling in love with him.
no, but he was
wonder
just,
he acted
you know
up.
when you talk to someone really
Cue number
articulate.
7.
Oh,
So we had this really nice conversation, and really, really great conversation.
You're not kidding.
And he said, one thing I'm really
off?
into are the
you're not-
illustrations
you're getting
in books.
There you go.
And he said, I'm especially drawn to Grey's Anatomy. They have some really incredible illustrations, and this one pops up and says, "I have a Grey's Anatomy." And he's like, "Oh, I would love to see it." So she hops off this big couch, and she runs behind the couch, and I hear the lawyer bookcase like open up. Then I hear this. I'm like,
I wanted to go to the house.
oh my God. So I'm trying to carry on a conversation. But it was terrible. That really didn't happen. So I'm not kidding.
You just waited outside.
Yeah, we just kind of like, oh. What, it was scary?
Yes. Was there any saying about?
All I know is a bunch of hands were going like this. Oh, God.
That's funny. Her precious jewels.
Yeah, the jewelry sack was being protected.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So
that's where I thought maybe you would have
seen
though.
something like that.
Okay,
No.
so I'm gonna say this again. Think about if we would have had a video camera on just now. If we're laughing that hard, seriously.
Not with farts, do you think?
Oh, we could be hysterical. We could be playing different board games. We could go to breakfast. We could do a whole lot. Our sister.
What are you doing now?
Goofball. So she goes in for her physical. Okay, put this on. Put this on, and her sleeves. And doctor comes in, and Mary's there in what she was told to put on. It ends up being the doctor goes, "Well, I wonder what they're wearing in the kitchen." What ended up happening, she had an apron that she put on. That's what they gave her. And the doctor, of course, Mary had been seeing it for how long? I wonder what they're wearing in the kitchen because she had the apron on instead of a gown. Oh my God. So I tell that story. I said, Mary. Oh my God. And if you know Mary, it's even worse. Oh my goodness. Did that ever happen to you? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
preschool where I worked, one of the stories somebody told was this child was asking, I mean, these are 3 and 4-year-olds, what is that you're putting on your hands? Well, it's lotion. Well, what is it for? Well, it helps them look young. How come you don't put it on your face?
And the rest of their body.
That's a fair question.
Let's say what they think.
Yes,
Oh,
they do.
yeah.
There's no filter. One day, I had got my hair cut and it was pretty short. And this little boy said to me, "You look like a boy because your hair is cut too short." Thank you, Charlie.
When Barbie was little, and I went to UMD, and this was 3 of us in the house. Oh God, there were squirrels in the walls.
Oh, my God.
And we lived at Woodland, right by the
Oh,
school,
yeah.
in the back of a house.
Oh, okay, yes. Woodland Avenue there, yeah.
1 bedroom and had a clean bed and I don't know what stuff. But anyway, this Judy would like go get cans of, you know, you could get chocolate, putting in a can then.
Yeah.
And so she'd leave her spoon in it and shove it in the refrigerator like that.
Oh.
Debbie and I, and so I went home and I was telling my mom, I said, oh, that Judy, you know, every time I turn around, she's doing this. And Barbie looked at me and she said, well, stop turning around. So then it was my mom and our dad's or whatever turn to drive us back up to school on the weekend. And Barbie was in there, and so she says to Judy, how did she put it? So, something like, so what else are you doing to Jane? And Judy says, oh, what's Jane telling you? I think I grabbed her by her little black curly hair.
Which ones, the lower ones or the upper ones?
At the preschool, when I first started there, it was COVID, and so the families couldn't walk their kids in anymore, so we'd meet the families outside, and then at the end of the day, the ones that weren't taking the bus, we'd watch out this one window, there's a kind of a bush in front of it, we'd watch and see the cars coming, and we'd go out. It's one little girl, it's horrifying to be the last one picked up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're like, where are my parents, kind of a thing. And this little girl, she's just precocious as all get out. So we're trying to distract her from realizing she's the last one being picked up on that third day. We're talking about the birds that are, you know, they come in the bush and they're eating little seeds, and we're just, you know, and all of a sudden she turns and she looks up at me, she goes, birds poop eggs.
So true.
Think about it.
So there.
Oh, those kids,
Oh,
they're
they're
so
so
funny.
Oh, God.
And I liked your mom's banana bread recipe. Would she share it?
Oh, sure.
Oh, well, not right now, but
Yeah.
sometime.
Okay.
It's so moist.
Yes,
Oh,
it
good.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
Okay.
Really good.
And the pan with the
Yes.
markings on
I think
I
she,
still wanna know
I don't,
that.
so that
Maybe
there was
when
such
she
a
did
pan,
it, there's
there'd
a
be
pan
pan,
that
there's a
has
top,
that.
there's nothing on it, right? I think she
I would
does
think it was on the
something.
bottom.
Well, I think she does something on.
Maybe when
it's
she
done.
turns it over and puts it on a, thing.
rack.
Oh, the
rack
cooling
to cool
rack.
off.
Oh, there it is.
That's probably it.
There
You
it is.
got it, Janer. You're the baker.
All right, your work here is done.
Candlestick maker. We were in confirmation, and we just started, and our teacher said, go around and said what our dads do. Well, that's odd. So Paulette Carlson, the country western singer, dad had a bakery in town, and so I started. So there's me, Paulette, and Michael Henry, whose dad was a doctor in town. So I said butcher, and Paulette said baker, and Michael Henry said candlestick maker.
Oh my God. Did she laugh? Or he laugh?
I don't know.
You know, it's one of those, we don't need that in this kind of, you know,
Oh, yeah.
Instead of playing with it?
Yeah.
Oh.
like in French class, we maybe a month before the Christmas choir concert, we sing French songs. And so we'd have practice up on stage, and Mrs. Slocum and her son Kenny was one of the students for our whole, he was, I don't know, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, whatever. And so she'd get up there and she had this hair that was rolled up like this in buns and then had a bun back here.
Oh my God.
So,
Albert tight.
oh, she was a tight one. So,
Sounds like Mrs. Albertson. Anyway, go ahead.
so anyway, we're all talking and stuff before we were supposed to start and be noisy, and she goes, order in the house. And Kenny goes, I'll have 2 cheeseburgers.
Why are you laughing?
And she goes, Kenneth.
Oh my God! Oh my
See,
God!
you could
I
have so
would have
much
started
fun
laughing.
doing that.
Oh my God!
Damn teachers.
Oh.
There was a teacher at our high school that was just kind of it's kind of an odd duck. And my friend Vicki Woodard was in her class one time, and she described how she had a cup or something that was about to fall off, and all she did was just grab it. She's like this all hyper whatever, and so it was one of the stories that went around the school. And the hard part is her son was our age, I'm sure Ken was always hearing stories about his mom, and she was an odd duck. The last day of school that you had her class, she had this thing that she would do, and we knew about it because everybody talks about it. She'll let you submit a question, any question if you want. You submit an anonymous and whatever it is, you submit a question, and so exactly.
Oh God! Right
And
there.
so they're all over the map. But here's where I give her credit. She answered every one of them.
Oh, wow.
As if it was a serious question. So, what is an orgasm? Was the one. And so she described how both male and females, how it technically works. And I bet nobody really knew, but I'm like, I
Wow.
probably, I'm like, okay.
Oh my.
But we're all laughing and snickering at her. I'm going, oh my God, we're learning something. But you gotta give her credit. She acted like, she didn't realize it was a joke.
Yeah.
But I bet I'm sure
Wow.
she's not stupid.
Oh
But it was one of the,
Wow.
I'm like, I gotta give her credit.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Instead of saying, well, what kind of question is that? Like most teachers would say,
Yeah.
you guys, come on. She answered every one of them.
Good.
I'm surprised she did that though.
How old
because
were you
health
guys?
class. You
Seniors
didn't
in
even-
high school.
Oh my God.
I thought you put a rubber on your finger. I didn't even know where to put
Jane comes out of the bedroom with
Actually, you put a rubber next to this, but
Keep it warm at night.
it. Oh,
Diane Erkla is known to be a big liar and
on her block, and we would walk with her to school almost every day. They just lived 2 doors down. And we started talking
big
about,
liar.
mom and dads, and that goes where? And she said, my mom told us last night how you have children. And, Joni and I are,
Oh, yeah, right.
and so she begins to tell us, and we were like, our mom and dad wouldn't do that.
I was 5th grade. We sat in quads. So I would have a desk, you would have a desk, and then 2 people would have desks facing us. So we're sitting. Kristen Peterson was in my quad, and she knew everything. And she goes, I found out how girls get pregnant, and it's gross. We're like, well, what? She goes, the guy pees in you.
It's gross.
And when I was in 1st grade, we're sitting around I still remember this. We sat around for reading. So we're sitting there and, she was single then, but then she was Mrs. Koneski after that. But anyway, she had these hair nets, and it came like this was this big floppy roll in the front. So we're sitting there reading, or she's reading to us, and I'm looking at her, and she goes, are there any questions? And this is when I knew. I said, are you married? That thing came down so fast.
Oh my God. Did she answer you, Jana?
Oh, she probably not.
Did you guys have to watch that movie when you're about to get your period?
Oh,
Very few of the girls sat with their moms.
Yeah.
But like Joni and I and a lot of the girls were in the back row by ourselves, not with our moms. That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
My mom never talked to us about any of that. Margie did.
The only thing
Oh.
we knew is my mom would have a thermometer in her mouth. Sometimes we'd come in the morning to say good morning or something.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
The rhythm,
Ah.
the rhythm method.
The rhythm.
That's what
Oh,
my
really?
mom used to do.
Well, my mom bought me a
What's it
book.
does?
oh.
She read me a book about
Oh, God.
how you get pregnant, how you have periods, and she was reading it to me, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? But it was written so cryptically that it wasn't straightforward. So when I finished hearing the book, I thought that by kissing, the sperm would transfer like into your mouth, and then when you were sleeping at night, it could crawl across the pillow and get into your mouth. So I started freaking out because I was making out with Jimmy Knapp in my I told Jimmy, I might get pregnant.
So your mom wanted you to believe kissing led to pregnancy, and little did you know the pages were all blank. She ended up-
I was so confused by the time she finished that stupid book.
She probably did it on
Because
purpose.
far be it from her to actually speak to me about it.
We got 3 books. It was 5th grade, and it was in
Yeah, 5th grade.
a little envelope. And there were, books about the size of that. There was a pink one, a green one, and a blue one. And one was for me to read, one was for my mom to read, and the other was for us to read together. So I brought it home. I said, I'm supposed to give this to you, and she goes, oh, she looks at it, and she goes, okay. And then she starts, I said, well, when you're done, and then I don't know if it was the next day or when it was, but she handed me the whole pack. She goes, you can read it, I said, are we supposed to read it together? She goes, that's okay.
You're on your own.
Mom.
No,
She's
that's
not one to, but, so I read it, and then we had a movie we had to watch, separately.
Oh, yeah.
In the classroom, and the boys watched a whole different movie.
Did you
Probably
get it
it
when
was
you read the book?
Combines of Nebraska.
Yeah.
Did you understand it when you read the book?
Yeah, and
Oh,
they
you got
had,
it.
they had pictures of, fallopian tubes, they had, and it was actually, when it was educational
Yeah.
in that regard, but it was, when you're gonna get your period and all that. And I remember when I got my period, I was getting off the late bus, and as I stood up, I felt like I peed my pants. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I thought everybody's gonna smell urine, so I was in the back of the bus, so I'm walking by people, so I go in the house, and I sit down, and I see, and I'm like, Mom, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. And she comes through, she goes, oh, honey, you're a woman now. And she was so sincere. That's what my mom, she's a practical person. I expected her, back to practically explain what happened. And I think she didn't know what to say. I think it shocked her that that's what she was coming in to look at. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were in 5th grade, they tell us that we're going up to the movie room. And then our moms would be there and everything, but take your spelling book.
Oh, boy. All those spelling books.
So you're gonna get a little pamphlet and we want you to stick in your spelling book so the boys don't know.
Oh my God.
So we get up there and go through, and my mom was getting off work. She's with an RN, and she wasn't there yet, and she wasn't there, and I was sitting there, and she's the only mom that's not there, and I thought to myself, oh God, now she's not gonna know what's going on. And then it wasn't long after that I got my period, 7 kids, and it was my turn to take a bath. We never had a shower. And so I go in the bathroom, and sure enough, there it is. So I'm in the bathroom, I don't dare come out, and I'm like, Mom! So, she's probably doing dinner or something, or changing baby's diapers, and she says, what the heck do you want? So I start crying, I'm in there like, so she gives me that damn strap, and I'm like, just put this on, and this is how you put it on. So I remember remember the next day, I was so upset about this, yeah. I went down to the park and sat on the swing and was swinging, and I was so sad and so tearful and.
Hormones.
Yep.
The harmonies.
Harmony.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that.
had to put a pad on about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a mattress between your legs.
Yeah.
I had my hysterectomy. I got my period that day, but was supposed to have
Oh,
surgery.
God.
Thanks,
And so I said, can you still do it?
Oh.
The surgery, she goes, yeah. Honest to God, I got one about this long.
Yeah.
A pad.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
about here.
Yeah.
You take
You wrap it around your waist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are, what
Thanks,
was
girl.
that? I mean, I remember that.
Those long,
Yeah.
bodacious
That's what they
napkins.
had, you know.
Oh,
they
you
took
had
me-
those in the hospital.
Yeah.
Took me in, took my envelopes, my service, my.
Your service.
Orders,
Service.
Took my
So you didn't even have
service.
to pay for it.
I didn't know we had services.
We do. How do you think you get service?
Needed to be a little.
You just
Hey,
drive up
and they service you.
I remember how frustrating it was to have that stupid belt and your
Oh.
sports and stuff like that. And my mom said, you know, there are things called tampons. She goes, I don't know much about them, but your sister has used them, and she'll be home. She was in college. She'll be home this weekend,
Oh.
so maybe she can help you.
Oh my
You know,
God.
this is the time you're kind of in, you know,
Yeah.
nowadays everybody talks about everything, but it was just kind of, it's like, oh my God, people know that I have my period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, doing things, and so we're playing Trivial Pursuit. It's my sister, her husband Steve, mom, dad, and me. And my sister, at one point went to show me, and they had their little graphics, and we're talking about it, so I'm gone for probably a half hour trying to put this
Oh, no,
together.
I know.
Oh.
And so I come
Is
back
that
and
cardboard?
everybody knows what I was trying to do and whatever. Everybody's fine. But then the next day, I couldn't get anything out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turned out I should have done it, you know, in the middle of my periods towards the end. It was just wasn't moist enough. So I'm like, Mom, I can't get this out. So I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm sitting and straddled, and she's like, oh, that's really in there, isn't it?
Back with the car. Hook it up.
I got the best
She did.
one.
No, she did. She said, "You just gotta relax."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I am." So she goes, "Well, just hang on." All of a sudden, she goes, I'm like, and she starts laughing. And she goes, "Honey, I'm so sorry, but it's just kind of funny." She goes, "You'll laugh about it later."
After you heal up, you'll be like,
Here we are, 50 years later, now you're laughing about it.
Yeah, I tried it for the first time. My friend Debbie told me, you know, because I'd always have to wear 2 pads and
Yeah.
Oh, I did
7 days, and yeah, I'd get belly aches. And anyway, so she says, well, you gotta try Tampax, you know, the wooden ones.
the wooden one.
That's
Comes with a mallet.
I was gonna say the ones George Washington. So what word am I thinking of?
Cardboard.
Cardboard.
There it is.
So
I love like wood.
I just listened to you, but I spoke in the wrong ear. Cardboard. Jane, it's cardboard. Sign language. Yeah.
So anyway, I put it in,
Oh.
and I know what happened.
In
I
the
know what
service
happened.
area.
Comes time to take it out. I can't get it out. So I had a blue princess phone in my room. So I called Debbie. I said, Debbie, I can't, because she's the one that told me. I said, Debbie, I can't get it out. I can't get it out. She goes, well, just lay on your bed and relax. So I
It crawls up
I thought he maybe looked up half of the cardboard thing.
Well, no, but I forgot one in there one time.
Oh. Yeah, that happened.
Drive, this is gross, but driving back, from home to the cities and I'm. So I go fishing when I get back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times.
Oh.
Not pretty.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Cause I would put two in.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Because
It's so heavy?
Yeah, I had to do that.
Oh.
Members
Oh,
and then later on they
Yeah.
found
Oh,
out girls
yeah.
died because of septic.
Right.
Really?
Right.
Toxic
Yeah,
shock. Yeah.
toxic shock.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shock.
Shock?
Toxic shock.
You should shock.
Oh my God.
I think your feet are swelling. Cut the salt intake. Oh my God! Where
course-
did you get those?
Of course, guess whose idea and who
Nancy's.
sent those with
Nancy
me?
sent those.
Nancy sent
Fred
them.
Flintstone feet.
I'll wait until the other girls come come up and see them.
Those are cute.
Oh, thank you.
You got pockets on the front.
Yeah, don't you have pockets?
Do you like her shorts?
That's cute.
Same thing.
Oh no, yours is a different material. They're all different.
You guys have this, what company did you? Yeah, cause you have.
Same thing.
Like something to do.
Here comes Carol Merrill. Say hi, Nancy. Carol, aren't you getting ready?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's Miss Nancy.
on layer clothing, no bras. So if it's a female, I go in the corner, so you know you can take it off, the shirt's still on, and sitting out there on there. And then if they have just like a tank top and they're really cold or something, or people have we give them a jumpsuit. That's like, it is Laguna, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we give little paper jumpsuits. They're, it's one size, so some of the small or shorter people, oh my gosh, it's like, they roll them up and it's like, yeah, so we do that, and then after that, we have to here. And, here, I have pictures of stuff. Sit down and stand there. And then sit down here, where we say stand there and take photos. Then sometimes we'll do a photo shot, and have certain photos there.
Oh, there's the Saddles girls.
Oh.
Our fingerprinting system where they roll the prints and all that. Remember old school, we used to computerized, it goes to the computer, and then we get what we call a hit or an identification after, you know, after so long, just to make sure, because some people won't say who they are. Oh, my name's Jane Doe.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, pick us on
print them, and
jeans.
then we get the identification back.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the booking area. Off to the drunk tank. Ready?
Oh boy.
You're not where you should have been last night. The sober stall, you know, what used to be the drunk tank. It's different. It doesn't have any bedding in here or
Oh, my.
or anything, or just because they're usually so bad that they destroy things. So the floor is a little different. It's kind of allegedly softer, isn't it? But yeah, they're just in here for a certain period of time while they're just vomiting, defecating, whatever you know they're doing after having a long day of drinking or doing whatever they're doing. Did you just take your shoe off and touch the floor? Yeah. Ladies, don't touch that foot. I love your bands, but. So, and then, you know, you get your usual, you know, if you need water, there you go.
Wow. That's fancy.
I gotta have a day.
Yeah.
This is typically the female hospital. So, we usually have more males than females, but there's been some ladies' nights where we have, I'll show you the other part. We're
Detention
more
cell
ladies
one.
in here than men.
Maximum
So,
really?
we put them in here, they get, you know, this mattress, and then we give them a blanket or two, whatever they need. And again, with the toilet and the water fountain and stuff. So, we've had, I think, sometimes even 3 or 4 females in here, so we have a couple more pads that we put down, and they just have a little slumber party. If they don't, then we move somebody somewhere.
What-
And then with the whole thing, how do you identify, you know, gay, straight, bisexual, all that kind of stuff. So they take that into account too. They have this long form of questions that they have to ask, medical questions, like all kinds of stuff. Just because in case, or you know, in jail, like gang members, certain gangs, or you know, say we bring a guy in here who, like, for a hate crime, beat up, you know, a homosexual at a gay bar.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not going to put them together. We probably wouldn't even put them next to each other in 2 different cells.
And why do you detain them? I mean, what are you waiting for?
Our facility is, we can hold somebody up to 23 hours, so it just all depends on the crime.
Okay.
If it's like a theft or something like that, if they can bail out.
Okay.
Like the guy today, it was a restraining order violation, so his bail amount to bail out was $15,000.
Okay.
But if you call a bail bondsman, I don't know if you know how this works, if you call a bail bondsman, you pay 10% of the
10%?
bail, but you don't get it back. Or you call home and say, hey, can I borrow $15,000? You get that cash bond basically to us for court. And then once you go to court, you get the entire amount back. So with bail bonds, that's why it's good business. Because
Yeah.
people go out and get bailed out on $100,000.
So why did that guy today end up in the hospital?
Oh no, he's got a bunch of medical issues. So a lot of times you can't take him to Orange County Jail because they're just going to release him. So they want us to take people to the hospital to clear them first before they go to Orange County Jail.
Do you have any medical stuff on?
Oh, here? Not officially. That could tell somebody that they could go to jail and clear anybody. But we have a hospital, so they're used to us. Okay.
So they would either bail out or go to Orange County Jail?
Correct. Yeah. Unless they have a no bail warrant, where say you were arrested for something, you didn't go to court, get it taken care of, the judge will issue a warrant for your arrest, and a lot of times, if it's a no bail warrant, then they have to go to Orange County Jail because it's a no bail, so the judge wants to personally see them. So these are the fun pictures.
Whoa! Here we go. Woohoo! Wow.
Can you go in there?
These are the.
Go in there, take pictures.
Will you take a picture of us when we go in there? Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
Five fiddly-I-O, fee-fi fiddly-I-O, oh, 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 fee-fi fiddly-I-O. Strumming on the old banjo, strumming to five fiddly-I-O, fee-fi
And that, my friends, concludes the end of our California Fun 2025 video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. Little hummingbird.